It was an alliance born of fear.
Originally supposed to defend Western Europe against the Soviet Union.
But the fall of the Berlin Wall changed all that. Now, decades later, the military alliance formed against the Soviet threat, long deprived of its enemy, has been
the answer
fumbling for a clear-cut mission. The North Atlantic Treaty Organization has been fighting for justifiable reason to be. But that hasn't stopped NATO from continuing to pursue a global reach. It's been 20 years since the Warsaw Pact, formed in response to NATO, dissolved. But even without its main rival, NATO has continued to aggressively expand. And to date, it has operations spanning several countries, with troops and resources in the Sudan, the Mediterranean Sea, Kosovo, Iraq, Afghanistan, and the Horn of Africa. In November, they redefined their goals going forward at the summit in Lisbon, wanting to tackle everything from nuclear disarmament to terrorism and cybersecurity. It was all adopted amidst protests on the streets.
NATO is out of date and out of time. We need a world of peace and justice, not one of preparing for yet more wars.
And already NATO members have been divided over the near decade-long war in Afghanistan. NATO has not prevailed there, calling into question the alliance mission.
There was every expectation that with the end of the Cold War, NATO would be disbanded. Instead, what happened, in fact, and in violation of even the accords and the agreements at that time, was NATO aggressively expanded.
Critics say it's U.S. defense companies benefiting most from this expansion, with the sales of weapons to every new NATO member and the building of every new base. And that growth allows other tools to be used.
It's changed, altered militarily to become also this very powerful political entity that is used to pressure countries to bow down to NATO's agenda being, primarily a U.S. agenda.
It's an agenda some countries see as a threat, and critics of that agenda right in the U.S. say its global expansion must be stopped.
I don't believe there's anything that justifies NATO's continued existence, at least in terms of world security and peace.
An assault to the peace that NATO once pledged it was formed to keep. Lauren Lister, RT, New York.